Welcome to Geohistories. Today, we embark on a journey through time to explore the rise and fall of one of history's greatest empires, Rome. What can we learn from their leadership and governance that applies to our world today? Our story begins over 2,500 years ago, in 753 BCE, with the legendary founding of Rome. According to myth, twin brothers Romulus and Remus, sons of Mars, the god of war, were abandoned and left to be raised by a she-wolf. Romulus would eventually become the first king of Rome, and the city would rise from these humble beginnings to dominate the ancient world. As we delve into the early days of Rome, we find a city-state struggling for survival among the Etruscans, Latins, and Sabines. The early monarchy, with its 7 legendary kings, laid the groundwork for what would become a vast and enduring civilization. These kings were more than just rulers. They were lawgivers, builders, and warriors who set the stage for Rome's future greatness. The establishment of religious and social institutions during this period helped to shape Roman identity. In 509 BCE, Rome underwent a monumental transformation. The last king, Tarquin the Proud, was overthrown, and the Roman Republic was born. This new republic was revolutionary for its time, introducing a complex system of governance that balanced power among various institutions. The Senate, a body of lifelong members from Rome's elite families, played a crucial role in shaping policy and guiding the state. This period also saw the creation of the Roman Constitution, an unwritten set of guidelines and principles that defined the political structure of the Republic. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Roman Republic was its intricate system of checks and balances. The Romans were wary of concentrating too much power in the hands of one individual, having just overthrown a monarchy. They created a system where 2 consuls, elected annually, held executive power. These consuls could veto each other's decisions, ensuring that no single ruler could dominate. Additionally, the office of the tribune was established to protect the rights of the plebeians, providing a voice for the common people in the government. Rome's expansion during the Republic was nothing short of spectacular. Through a combination of military prowess and diplomatic strategy, Rome extended its influence across the Italian peninsula and beyond. The Punic Wars, fought against the powerful city-state of Carthage, were particularly significant. The victories in these wars, especially under the leadership of generals like Scipio Africanus, solidified Rome's status as a dominant Mediterranean power. The acquisition of territories in Spain, North Africa, and the eastern Mediterranean allowed Rome to control key trade routes and resources. Yet, Rome's path was not always smooth. Internal strife and social conflicts often threatened the stability of the Republic. The struggle between the patricians, the aristocratic elite, and the plebeians, the common citizens, was a recurring theme. This conflict led to significant social reforms, including the establishment of the office of the tribune, which protected the rights of the plebeians against patrician oppression. The conflict of the orders, as it was known, eventually resulted in greater political equality and representation for the plebeians. As Rome grew, so did its ambitions. The late Republic saw the rise of influential figures whose actions would shape the future of Rome. Julius Caesar, a military genius and charismatic leader, expanded Rome's territories through his conquest of Gaul. His crossing of the Rubicon River was a declaration of war against the Senate, leading to a civil war that ultimately ended the Republic. Caesar's reforms, including the reorganization of the calendar and the expansion of the Senate, had a lasting impact on Roman governance. Caesar's assassination plunged Rome into further chaos. However, from this turmoil emerged a new order under Caesar's adopted heir, Octavian, later known as Augustus. Augustus's reign marked the beginning of the Roman Empire and a period of relative peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. Augustus skillfully consolidated power, presenting himself as the restorer of the Republic while holding absolute authority. His reign saw significant administrative reforms, including the professionalization of the army and the establishment of a permanent navy. Augustus also fostered a cultural renaissance, patronizing the arts and literature. The works of poets like Virgil and Horace and the historian Livy flourished during this time, leaving a lasting legacy. The Roman Empire at its height was a marvel of organization and engineering. The network of roads, aqueducts, and monumental architecture, like the Colosseum and Pantheon, stand as testaments to Roman ingenuity. The empire was divided into provinces, each governed by officials appointed by the emperor. This system allowed for efficient administration and integration of diverse cultures within the empire. Roman law, codified in the 12 tables and later expanded, provided a foundation for legal systems in many modern nations. The legions, Rome's formidable military forces, were not just instruments of conquest, but also of control. They built and maintained roads, fortifications, and public works, ensuring the stability and prosperity of the empire. The Roman legal system, with its emphasis on written laws and citizen rights, provided a framework that influenced many modern legal systems. The concept of citizenship was particularly important, granting rights and privileges that helped unify the diverse populations of the empire. However, even the greatest empires faced challenges. The Roman Empire was no exception. Internal decay and external pressures began to erode the foundations of Roman power. The crisis of the 3rd century was marked by economic instability, political corruption, and military defeats. Emperors came and went with alarming frequency, often meeting violent ends. The empire was divided into eastern and western halves in an attempt to manage its vast territories more effectively. Economic troubles plagued the empire. Heavy taxation, inflation, and reliance on slave labor weakened the economy. Social and cultural decay further exacerbated the situation. The traditional Roman virtues of duty, discipline, and civic pride were eroded by a culture of excess and corruption. Public spectacles, such as gladiatorial games, became increasingly brutal and extravagant, reflecting the moral decline of Roman society. Externally, Rome faced relentless pressure from barbarian invasions. The Goths, Vandals, and Huns, among others, pushed against Rome's borders. The sack of Rome by the Visigoths in 410 CE was a shocking blow, symbolizing the vulnerability of the once invincible city. The Western Roman Empire struggled to respond to these threats, leading to its eventual collapse in 476 CE. The deposition of the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer, marked the end of the Western Empire. Yet, Rome's legacy did not end with the fall of the Western Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for nearly 1,000 years. The Byzantines preserved and built upon Roman law, culture, and governance. They faced their own challenges and triumphs, culminating in the fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Turks in 1453. The preservation and transmission of Roman and Greek knowledge by Byzantine scholars played a crucial role in the Renaissance and the development of modern Western civilization. Rome's story serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility of even the greatest empires. The lessons from Rome's history are strikingly relevant today. Political stability, economic resilience, and cultural cohesion are essential for any society's longevity. The fall of Rome teaches us about the dangers of political corruption, economic mismanagement, and social fragmentation. It also highlights the importance of strong, adaptable leadership and the need for societies to evolve in response to internal and external challenges. One of the most profound lessons from Rome's history is the importance of political stability. Rome's decline was hastened by political infighting, corruption, and the erosion of institutional integrity. Modern societies can learn from this by fostering transparent, accountable governance and maintaining robust checks and balances to prevent the concentration of power. Economic resilience is another critical lesson. Rome's reliance on slave labor and heavy taxation undermined its economic stability. Today, nations must focus on sustainable economic practices, equitable taxation, and innovation to build resilient economies capable of withstanding external shocks. Cultural cohesion played a significant role in Rome's rise and fall. The integration of diverse cultures within the empire initially strengthened Rome, but over time, cultural fragmentation contributed to its decline. Modern societies must embrace diversity while fostering a shared sense of identity and purpose to maintain social cohesion and unity. The Roman legal system, with its emphasis on written laws and citizen rights, offers valuable insights into the rule of law and justice. The principles of Roman law, including natural rights and equality before the law, continue to influence contemporary legal systems. Ensuring that legal frameworks are fair, transparent, and accessible to all citizens is crucial for maintaining social order and justice. The architectural and engineering achievements of Rome demonstrate the power of innovation and infrastructure development. The Roman road network, aqueducts, and monumental buildings facilitated trade, communication, and public welfare. Modern societies can draw inspiration from Rome's commitment to public infrastructure and the long-term benefits it provides. Leadership and adaptability are central themes in Rome's history. Leaders like Julius Caesar, Augustus, and Constantine the Great left indelible marks on the empire through their vision and reforms. However, Rome's decline also underscores the dangers of inflexible leadership and the inability to adapt to changing circumstances. Modern leaders must be visionary yet adaptable, capable of steering their nations through periods of change and uncertainty. The fall of Rome also highlights the importance of military strength and strategic defense. Rome's inability to defend its vast borders from barbarian invasions was a significant factor in its downfall. While modern contexts differ, the principle of maintaining a capable and strategic defense force remains relevant for national security. By studying Rome's rise and fall, modern societies can glean invaluable insights into effective leadership and governance. The importance of maintaining a balance between military strength and political authority cannot be overstated. Rome's legal and administrative innovations, such as the concept of citizenship and the rule of law, continue to influence contemporary governance. The principles of Roman law, including the ideas of natural rights and equality before the law, have been foundational to the development of modern democratic societies. The architectural marvels, literary works, and legal principles of Rome continue to inspire awe and admiration. The Roman Colosseum, a symbol of engineering prowess and entertainment, still stands as a testament to Rome's ingenuity. The writings of Cicero, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius offer timeless wisdom on philosophy, politics, and the human condition. The aqueducts, which supplied cities with fresh water, and the extensive road network, which facilitated trade and military movements, showcase the practical genius of Roman engineering. In summary, the rise and fall of the Roman Empire offers timeless lessons in leadership and governance. By understanding the factors that contributed to Rome's success and decline, we can better navigate the challenges of our own time. The endurance of Roman culture, law, and governance in the Byzantine Empire, and its influence on the Renaissance and modern Western civilization, underscores the lasting legacy of Rome. The architectural marvels, literary works, and legal principles of Rome continue to inspire and educate. Thank you for watching GeoHistories. If you enjoyed this exploration of the Roman Empire, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more captivating journeys through history.